Hello, my reflection. It's Camden Fells. I've really had a great time making these videos for you guys. I hope that these videos have been helpful in learning more about me and who I am, and really just an attempt to build a relationship with you guys to be able to build this symbiotic relationship between myself and you, my reflection. I hope there's some commonality here that we can stand on and build upon in future videos. Today, what we're going to talk about is what I would perceive as, or what would be called my weaknesses. And I want to talk about weakness because I am a human being, but I want to talk about it from the standpoint of where I am right now in life. And I would say that if I had a weakness that I would point out, my weakness would certainly be that I can feel everything around me. I can feel everything around me. I can feel the person walking up to me. I can feel the programming on television. I can feel words on the page of a magazine article. I can feel everything. And so this ability to feel really calls upon my ability to be stable in this changing world. So let's look at it this way. Is being able to feel your emotions and feel around you a weakness? Well, let's look at it this way. Let's say that you are a person that desired to surf. And so now here you are, you've got this surfboard, you got your wetsuit on, you're in Malibu, California, or you're in Hawaii, wherever the great surfing waves are, wherever you are in the world. Let's say you're there and this is your first time ever surfing, ever hopping on a surfboard. And you jump out there in the water and you're paddling out to those waves. Just by you even paddling out to the waves lets us know your level of dedication and desire behind wanting to be a world-class surfer. So when you get out there to those waves and you jump on that first or second or third or 10th wave and that wave eats you up and you're now in the water, does that make it a weakness that you didn't get that wave the first time? Or does it call upon devotion and dedication and discipline to be able to every day go out and get out on that water and get up under those waves and see how much longer you can go today? That's how I see this journey from an emotional point of view. See, for so long, without even knowing it, and maybe sometimes I did know it, you're muting your ability to feel. You are using relationships and substances and foods and activities and happenings to be a buffer in between your emotions and what's happening out in the world. Well, as I've grown in this spiritual journey, what I've done is I've removed those relationships, I've removed those foods, I've removed those substances, I've removed those happenings to where I have a one-to-one relationship with the world. And that's how I know that everything is very reflective, because as I develop as a human being, particularly in this light body, I'm seeing the world change around me. So this ability to feel points to the ability to choose. Whereas before, if you had emotions that would come up because you lived in an environment where you had to be very reactive, now because you're acknowledging your emotions, you're able to now choose which emotions you would like to engage. And that is a really important step that I want to really highlight there, because the ability to choose makes all of these emotions fun in a lot of ways. In one sense, it makes it fun because you know that you're the creator of your reality. So when you're in those higher vibrational feelings of love and bliss and understanding, compassion and kindness, when you're in that zone, you're starting to experience that not only inside, but you hold that tone long enough, you're experiencing it on the outside as well. But it's also very instructive when you start to feel those emotions of pain and frustration and guilt and anger and depression and these kinds of emotions there. Because when you're experiencing those emotions, whether it's happening because you just triggered a thought in your mind, or it's happening because something outside of you has triggered you, that lets you know that there is a place there that needs to be healed and that you need to work with that, whatever that blockage is there that's keeping you from your authenticity. So I actually look at this weakness as something that can be leveraged into more understanding about myself and therefore more understanding about the world. The idea of weakness is a scarcity-driven idea because it says that we're not living in a tapestry. We're not living where everything is working out to your benefit. Yes, see, negative emotions are working out to your benefit because from right there you get to choose. How do you want to look at this? Do you want to choose this subject and look at it as something negative? Or do you want to choose it and look at it as something that your awakening is on the other side of? See, now we're talking. That choice to be able to see through the illusion, to be able to see through the lie, and be able to see through the information that was given to you that was not necessarily in your best interest because the person that was giving it to you that day was having a bad day themselves. And you took it hook, line, and sinker, and you absorbed that into your body as a truth. But from this place of choice, you're able to analyze those old truths and decide whether you want to take that belief on your journey that you're going on now, or if you want to take that out the backpack and make room for something that's a lot more constructive. So those are that's my view of my weakness, of my weakness of being able to feel everything around me. It's opened up a whole nother channel in me to be able to choose consciously the emotions that I want to walk around with. And when those emotions are thrown off in any way, to be able to take time with myself to understand why that was the case, and then be able to move past that blockage because that blockage is nothing more than illusion. I hope that was helpful. That was really good. I'm glad I was able to get that out. I'm Camden Fells. So comment below about what your weakness is, and does this make sense to you? Are you understanding where I'm coming from when I talk about the surfboard analogy? Comment below and let me know your journey and how you're perceiving yourself. Do you have any weaknesses, or is all of this here to serve you? Let me know. I really would look forward to reading your comments. Thank you so much for listening. I look forward to talking to you on the next video. I'm Camden Fells. Take care.